everyone, it's Julia. I'm working on another sweatshirt this week. This is a comfort colored sweatshirt and it is in the color Pepper. It's a wonderful quality. It's pigment dyed, 80% cotton and 20% polyester, and I'll link it down below for you. It does come in a lot of different colors. I'm measuring up approximately 10 inches on the side. I'm going to be cutting just like a slit up both of these sides. Now this is not going to be, this is a long sweatshirt, and so it's still going to be below the waist, this slit. Just thought it would add a little bit of comfort in wearing and just kind of a neat little detail to it. Cutting up on both sides of that seam up to that little mark that I made. And then I'm actually cutting that seam out. And we'll do the same on the other side. And I do want to cut some of this sleeve off, so I'm about 5 inches above my cuff. I'm going to do that on both sides. I really like with the inside of this inside of this sweatshirt. Just has a really neat look to it. It's like a lighter color, lighter gray than what the sweatshirt is. So I'm going to be using that part of the sleeve in my design. So I'm going to set that aside. I do cut the cuffs off. I use my cuffs in some of my other projects, so I always save the cuffs. And I cut the same amount off that sleeve, and then I'm cutting up just a slit also on the top of each of these sleeves. One more slit I want to make, and that is the neckline. I'm just going to measure down. Just going to put my ruler across just to get the center, and I'm going to make a mark and then make a mark where I just kind of eyeball the center of that neckband. And again, just slicing that, or just taking my scissor and cutting that. This is probably one of the easiest sweatshirts I've made, but sometimes they just turn out the best. And so, you know, if you want just a simple, easy design for a sweatshirt, this might be the one you're going to like. I'm at my sewing machine now, and I'm finishing off all those slits that I made. I'm using it almost looks like a blanket stitch or a buttonhole stitch, and so part of it is off the fabric and then it goes on the fabric. I like this finished look. A zigzag would also work if you don't have this stitch on your sewing machine. And I don't stitch the band at all. I stop before the band for a couple reasons. The band has a tendency to distort with the stitches, and I don't like that look. And also I don't like the ending knot that the thread makes. And so I kind of hide that, and you'll see me. I'm going to hide that right above that seam right there before the band starts. And then so the band is actually a raw edge, and it doesn't look that bad. I like that better than actually bringing that stitch down. So that part is all finished. And now on to just doing a really simple, like I said, a really simple embellishment for this. I drew out this flower on just a piece of graph paper, and then I cut that out, and I'm just tracing around this, and I'm going to cut 2 of these out. So yeah, so I have it's double. This piece of fabric is doubled. I just put a pin in there so that the 2 layers didn't shift, and then I'm going to just cut this out just right on that line. I will be flipping this flower over, and so even if that mark doesn't go away, it won't show. And this is what I'm going to do. One's going to go just on the upper shoulder part, and I did cut some just circle shapes too for the center of that flower. Just rough cut those out. They're not perfectly round, but I kind of like the wonky look. And then the other one I place right above that sleeve slit. And I did not sew this on with a sewing machine. I'm going to take it to just in front of the TV tonight, and I'm going to do a running stitch on this. But first of all, I am going to just glue this into place just so it's in place so I don't have to pin it when I'm hand stitching. And here's what it looks like. I also did a running stitch on the slits. And now this, I wanted to say, I think I used a 6-strand embroidery floss for the flowers and then a 4-strand embroidery floss for the slits. You can see the neck slit there, and there's the arm slit. I just really like this. I think it's just it kind of makes a statement, but it's casual, but kind of fun. I hope you enjoyed this quick and easy sweatshirt transformation. Have a great week, everybody. Bye for now.